so many questions. Hello, my fam. Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer. And how? How did things get this bad for the late Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy? As many of you know, the iconic actor and his partner of decades both passed away within just days of each other back in February. Hackman was 95 years old, and his official cause of death were natural reasons due to high blood pressure, advanced heart disease, and Alzheimer's. Betsy, however, was just in her early 60s, and she died of the Hantavirus pulmonary disease. Or is it Hantavirus? I can never pronounce it right. I'm sorry. That is a virus that is transmitted by rodent feces or urine. And a new report from local authorities in Santa Fe reveal that their multi-million-dollar compound was literally infested by rodent droppings, dead animals, nests. What? Records from the New Mexico Department of Public Health reveal that their compound had dead rodents and their nests scattered across 8 detached outbuildings. Their property was massive. He had an art studio. She played piano and was a trained classical pianist. Rodent feces was found in 3 detached garages, 2 casitas, and 3 sheds during a home site environmental assessment conducted last month. Additionally, a live rodent, a dead rodent, and a rodent nest were also found in 3 garages on their property. The risk assessment was performed by staff of the New Mexico Department of Health to make sure that any investigators or family members that were going to the property were safe to do so. Because Hantavirus is not just haunting, it's potentially fatal. 2 vehicles on the property were also found with signs of rodents, nests, droppings, and sightings of the pests. And all that is shocking, but here is the most shocking part. Investigators found live traps, meaning that Betsy, who was the boss of everything, was aware of the rodent problem. And she must have hired somebody to help take care of it, and they did not do a good job. Because it wasn't just a rodent problem, it was a rodent infestation. So much of their property overrun by rodents, even their cars. Thankfully, the New Mexico Department of Health determined that the exposure in their primary residence where they lived was determined to be low risk, with no signs of active rodent activity inside. So the investigators and anybody else who went to their primary home were not potentially exposed to hantavirus. What's especially wild about this all is that hantavirus is extremely rare. In New Mexico, where they lived, there were just less than 10 cases of hantavirus in the state in the last 5 years. But how did it get to this point? They were just totally cut off from the world. They didn't have friends that would come over regularly, it seems like, because Betsy was worried about Gene getting sick with the vid. They seemingly both were estranged from family, and it's all just so sad. But you can't force people to let you into their homes. Older people are going to do whatever they want to do. They're often very stubborn. Thoughts on this? Let's discuss it all in the comments section.